Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back to Seniors Vitality Hub, the channel where your health, energy, and well-being always come first. I'm your doctor and friend, and today we're talking about something that might surprise you. There's a fruit, yes, a common one that many of us enjoy and even consider healthy, that could actually be quietly weakening your bones over time. Shocking, right? Don't worry. We'll uncover the truth together and explore better, safer options for your diet. So grab a comfortable seat, maybe a warm cup of tea, and let's dive into today's essential topic on keeping your bones strong and your body full of vitality, especially after 60. Before we begin, please take a moment and leave a comment below. Tell us how old you are and where you're watching from. I'd love to know who's tuning in. I want to start this part with a simple question. What if something you've been drinking every day, something that you believed was good for your health, was actually weakening your bones little by little? I know that sounds surprising, but it's true for many older adults. And it starts with something that's in almost every home: fruit juice. Let's take a closer look at orange juice, probably the most common juice people enjoy at breakfast. It's bright, sweet, full of flavor, and we've been told for decades that it's healthy. It has vitamin C, and yes, vitamin C is important for your immune system, your skin, and even wound healing. But here's what most people don't realize. There's a big difference between eating a whole orange and drinking a glass of orange juice. And that difference could be affecting your bones more than you think. When we eat a whole orange, we get fiber. That's the part that slows down how sugar enters your bloodstream. We also get smaller amounts of acid and natural sugar. But when you squeeze several oranges into one glass, or worse, buy boxed or bottled juice from the store, you're getting a high dose of sugar, citric acid, and sometimes added preservatives. And that's where the problem begins. Let me explain this in simple terms. Our bones are made mostly of calcium. Calcium is what keeps them hard and strong. As we age, our body naturally begins to lose some of that calcium, which is why older adults are more at risk for conditions like osteopenia and osteoporosis, where bones become weaker and more fragile. Now, when we drink something acidic, like orange or grapefruit juice, our body tries to balance the acidity in the blood. To do that, it pulls minerals out of storage to help neutralize the acid. And guess where the body stores calcium? That's right, in your bones. This process is called buffering. Your body uses calcium as a kind of neutralizer. It doesn't know the acid came from juice. It just knows that things need to be balanced. So, little by little, if you're drinking large amounts of acidic juice every day, your body could be pulling calcium out of your bones to keep the rest of your systems in balance. Let's bring in a real-world example. A research group studied over 2,000 seniors and found that those who drank more than one glass of fruit juice daily had lower bone mineral density than those who mostly drank water or herbal tea. And not by just a little. Their bone strength dropped by as much as 5% over time. That may not sound like a lot, but in someone over 65, even a small loss in bone density can increase the risk of fractures, especially in the hips, spine, and wrists. And that's not all. Store-bought juices, especially those labeled from concentrate, are often packed with even more sugar than you might expect, sometimes even more than a can of soda. That sugar, when consumed in excess, contributes to inflammation in the body and can make it harder for your bones to rebuild themselves. So, not only are you losing calcium, but your body may also have a harder time putting it back. But here's the good news. This is something you can easily change. First, try switching from juice to whole fruit. Eating an orange, an apple, or a handful of grapes gives you all the vitamins and antioxidants your body needs, but in a gentler, slower form. You get fiber, you chew more, which is also good for digestion, and your body doesn't have to deal with a rush of sugar or acid. If you still want to enjoy juice, just do it in moderation. One small glass, 6 to 8 ounces, a few times a week is just fine for most people. And here's a little trick I often tell my patients. Dilute your juice with water. Half juice, half water still gives you the taste, but with far less acid and sugar. And if you're feeling fancy, throw in a mint leaf or a slice of cucumber. It makes the drink refreshing and much healthier. You can also support your bones in other ways. Make sure you're getting enough calcium from leafy greens, almonds, or dairy, and enough vitamin D, which helps your body absorb that calcium. Go for short walks in the sunshine when you can, and do light exercises that keep your muscles and bones active. And one more thing, if you're taking any medications for your bones or calcium supplements, make sure to talk to your doctor about your diet. They can help you find the right balance, because too much acid from food or drinks can make those medications less effective. So, what's the bottom line here? Fruit juice, especially citrus juice, is not evil. But too much of it, especially every day, can pull calcium from your bones and slowly make them weaker. The key is moderation, smart choices, and listening to your body. Eat the whole fruit, skip the store-bought sweet juices, and give your bones the gentle care they deserve. Your body knows how to protect your bones. It just needs a little help from you. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that a small fall or bump leaves you with more bruises or soreness than before? That's not just age. It could be a sign that your bones are slowly getting weaker. But don't worry. There's a lot we can do to strengthen them, naturally and safely. You see, most people think bone loss is sudden. That one day, their bones are fine, and the next, they're not. But the truth is, it happens very slowly, over years. It's silent. You can't feel it. You don't see it. And that's what makes it so dangerous. By the time someone finds out they have weak bones, it's often because of a painful fracture or a fall. So let's talk about what really causes bones to lose their strength, especially as we age, and how you can take steps, starting today, to protect them. First, it's important to understand this. Our bones are living tissue. They're not just hard shells. They're constantly being broken down and rebuilt. In younger years, this balance is strong. You lose a little, but your body replaces it just as fast. But after around age 50, especially in women after menopause, this process slows down. The body doesn't replace bone as quickly as it loses it. That's when things start to shift. If we're not careful, we begin to lose more than we build. And over time, this makes bones more porous, full of little holes, and more fragile. But don't be discouraged. There's a lot you can do, and it doesn't require expensive treatments. Just small, daily habits that support your body's natural repair system. Let's start with movement. Many people think rest is best, especially as they get older. But when it comes to your bones, movement is medicine. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Even gentle activities like walking, stretching, or climbing stairs help your body keep bones strong. When your muscles pull on your bones, they signal to your body that strength is needed. And the body responds by building more bone in those areas. Just 30 minutes a day of light walking or even dancing in your kitchen can make a big difference. If you enjoy gardening, Tai Chi, or light yoga, those count too. The important thing is to stay moving, even in small ways. Next, nutrition. Your bones need building blocks to stay strong, and that starts with calcium. You've probably heard that milk is full of calcium. And yes, it is, but there are many other foods that are great for your bones too. Think about leafy greens like spinach and kale, almonds, sesame seeds, sardines, and even dried figs. These are all rich in calcium. But calcium isn't enough on its own. Your body also needs vitamin D to absorb it. And guess where you get most of your vitamin D? From sunlight. Just 10 to 20 minutes of sun on your hands and face a few times a week can help. If you live somewhere cloudy or don't go outside much, it's important to talk to your doctor about checking your vitamin D levels. There's also magnesium, a mineral that helps your body process calcium correctly. It's found in nuts, whole grains, and beans. When these nutrients work together, your bones get the full support they need to grow and stay strong. Now let's talk about what to avoid. There are certain habits that can sneakily make your bones weaker. Too much salt in your food, for example, causes your body to lose calcium through urine. So cutting back on processed foods and salty snacks can help. Smoking and drinking too much alcohol also interfere with bone repair, and both can be especially harmful for older adults. Another hidden danger is sitting too much. When you sit for long periods, your bones and muscles aren't being used, and the body begins to break them down from lack of use. So even if you're relaxing at home, try to get up every 30 to 60 minutes. Walk to the kitchen. Stretch your arms. Move your feet. Every little bit helps. And finally, stay alert for warning signs. If you've lost height over the years, or your posture has started to slump, that might be a sign your spine is weakening. If you're getting frequent leg cramps at night or notice your grip strength isn't what it used to be, it could be your bones asking for help. Don't ignore these little messages. Let me leave you with this. Your bones are always listening to how you live. Every walk, every bite of leafy greens, every stretch or sunshine moment, it all adds up. You have the power to support your body's natural strength, no matter your age. Stay gentle with yourself, but stay active. Small steps today mean fewer fractures tomorrow. Now that we've talked about the power of movement and sunshine for strong bones, let's take a closer look at something that often goes unnoticed: the foods we eat every day that might be quietly stealing calcium from our bones. I know that sounds strange. How can food take away calcium? Isn't food supposed to give us nutrients? Well, yes, but not all foods are friendly to your bones. Some can actually make your body lose more calcium than it keeps, especially if they're eaten often. Let's begin with something that's on almost every table: salt. We all love a little salt on our food. A sprinkle here, a shake there, it brings out the flavor. But most people don't realize how much salt is hidden in everyday foods like bread, cheese, deli meats, canned soups, and frozen meals. When we eat too much salt, our kidneys try to get rid of the excess sodium. And as they do that, calcium gets flushed out too, through your urine. That means every salty snack or packaged dinner might be slowly draining your calcium stores. You might be thinking, "But I don't use a lot of salt at home." That's good, but the truth is, over 70% of the salt we eat doesn't come from the salt shaker. It's already inside processed and pre-packaged foods. So the first step to protecting your bones is choosing fresh, simple foods when you can. Fresh vegetables, fruits, beans, and whole grains. These are naturally low in salt and full of the nutrients your body craves. Another common culprit: soft drinks, especially colas. Cola drinks contain phosphoric acid. That's what gives them their tangy taste. But when your body gets too much phosphorus and not enough calcium, it can cause calcium to leach out from your bones. Several studies have shown that people who drink a lot of cola, even Diet Cola, have lower bone density, especially in the hips. One large study found that women who drank cola daily had nearly 4% less bone density than women who didn't. That difference can mean the difference between staying active and facing a fracture after a simple fall. So what can you drink instead? Water, of course, is always the best choice. But you can also enjoy unsweetened herbal teas, mineral water, or a warm cup of homemade broth. If you miss the fizz, try carbonated water with a slice of lemon or a few berries. You still get that refreshing feeling, without the damage to your bones. Next on the list, too much caffeine. Now, I'm not saying you can't enjoy your morning coffee or tea. In fact, 1 or 2 cups a day is fine for most people. But if you're drinking several large mugs of coffee, strong black tea, or energy drinks, your body may start losing more calcium in your urine. Caffeine speeds up how fast your body processes calcium, meaning you lose more than you absorb. If you rely on coffee for energy, try to balance it with calcium-rich foods like yogurt or almonds during the day. And don't forget to drink extra water to stay hydrated. One more sneaky bone thief: too much protein, especially from animal sources. Now, we need protein to keep our muscles strong. That's very important. But when we eat large amounts of red meat, cheese, or processed meats, our body creates more acid during digestion. And remember what we learned earlier. When your body has too much acid, it pulls calcium from the bones to neutralize it. That doesn't mean you need to cut out meat. Just make sure it's balanced. Pair your protein with lots of vegetables and some whole grains. And once or twice a week, try using beans or lentils as your protein instead. These plant-based options are much gentler on your body and better for your bones, too. So, let's put it all together. If you want to protect your bones, try to reduce processed and salty foods, cola and dark sodas, too much caffeine, excess animal protein, and instead choose fresh fruits and veggies, calcium-rich plant foods, herbal teas and mineral water, balanced, home-cooked meals. Making these small swaps can give your bones the support they need, without any pills or special products. You don't have to do it all at once. Just pick one change to start with. Maybe skip the soda today, or use a little less salt when cooking. Every little step helps build a stronger, healthier body. Your body is always trying to stay in balance. And with the right choices, you can help it do just that, gently, naturally, and safely. Let me ask you this. What if you could protect and even rebuild your bones just by adjusting a few simple habits each day, without medicine, without complicated routines? The truth is, your bones are always trying to repair themselves. And with the right daily actions, you can support that natural healing process. First, let's talk about something that many seniors overlook: posture and balance. When we think about bones, we often focus on calcium and diet. But good posture, how you sit, stand, and walk, plays a big role in keeping bones strong and preventing injury. As we age, our muscles naturally weaken a bit, and we may lean forward more or slump when sitting. This can place more pressure on the spine and hips, areas most vulnerable to fractures in older adults. Start your day with a moment of awareness. When you wake up, sit at the edge of your bed, take a deep breath, and gently roll your shoulders back. Feel the stretch through your spine. Then as you stand, try to align your ears over your shoulders and your shoulders over your hips. These small adjustments, done daily, can train your body to stay aligned and reduce strain on your bones. You don't need special equipment for this. Even while brushing your teeth or standing at the sink, you can practice standing tall and pulling your belly in gently. It's like giving your bones a little gift of protection, just by using your posture wisely. Another gentle but powerful daily habit is stretching. Every morning or evening, spend 5 to 10 minutes stretching your arms, legs, and spine. This improves flexibility, keeps your joints moving smoothly, and helps prevent stiffness that can lead to falls. Focus on slow, steady movements, reaching toward the ceiling, turning your head gently side to side, rotating your ankles and wrists. You can even stretch while sitting in a chair. The key here is consistency. Just like watering a plant every day, your body thrives when it gets regular movement. Bones respond to even small motions. They don't need intensity, they need reliability. Let's move on to a very important habit that often gets forgotten: hydration. Yes, water. Just good, plain water. Many seniors unintentionally drink too little throughout the day. But did you know that dehydration can make your joints feel stiff, your bones more brittle, and even increase the risk of falls due to dizziness? Aim to sip water throughout the day. Keep a small glass or bottle nearby. Add a slice of cucumber, lemon, or mint to make it refreshing. Herbal teas and clear broths count too. If you're thirsty, your body is already behind. So drink before you feel thirsty. Hydrated bones and muscles are more elastic, more cushioned, and far less prone to injury. Another bone-supporting habit: mindful eating. That doesn't mean strict diets or counting calories. It means eating slowly, paying attention to your meals, and choosing foods that give you lasting strength. Include greens with lunch and dinner, even just a handful of spinach or broccoli. Snack on almonds or dried figs instead of chips or cookies. These small swaps add up over time and send your bones the message: we're feeding you well. I'd also like to talk about breathing. Yes, breathing. Deep, full breaths help lower stress, improve posture, and increase circulation, all of which help your bones indirectly. Try this each day. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a slow breath in through your nose, feeling your chest rise. Then breathe out gently through your mouth. Do this 5 times. This calms your nervous system, reduces muscle tension, and gives your whole body, including your bones, a reset. And here's one more habit that's not about your body, but your mind: positive thinking. Your mindset affects your health. Studies show that people who stay hopeful, who set small goals, who believe they can improve, they do better. They walk more, eat better, and heal faster after injuries. So each morning, say something kind to yourself: today I'll take care of my body. Or, my bones are getting stronger with every step. It may sound simple, but your brain listens. And when your brain believes you're improving, your body starts to follow. So let's review your daily habits. Stand tall. Use good posture. Stretch gently each day. Drink water often, even if you don't feel thirsty. Choose calcium-rich, whole foods. Take deep breaths. Think strong, healing thoughts. These habits don't take much time. Most are free. But their power lies in repetition, doing them daily, gently, consistently. That's how strength builds. Let me ask you something simple. What does your weekly grocery list look like? If you're like many people, it might include bread, milk, maybe some chicken, a few fruits and vegetables. But if you knew which foods could directly feed your bones, helping them grow stronger every week. Would you add them in? Today, I'll walk you through the kinds of foods I recommend to my older patients. Foods you can find easily, foods that work with your body to strengthen your bones, support your joints, and help prevent fractures. Let's begin with something small but mighty: leafy greens. Spinach, kale, collard greens, arugula, all these vegetables are loaded with calcium. In fact, 1 cup of cooked collard greens has more calcium than a small glass of milk. And because they're plants, they also bring magnesium and vitamin K, both essential for helping your body hold on to that calcium and put it where it's needed, into your bones. I always recommend having greens at least 4 times a week. You can add them to soups, sauté them with garlic, blend them into smoothies, or mix them into omelets. Just a handful a day can go a long way. Next up, seeds and nuts. Did you know that sesame seeds, almonds, and chia seeds are bone-building powerhouses? They're full of not just calcium, but also magnesium and healthy fats that reduce inflammation in the joints. Try sprinkling a spoonful of sesame seeds on your salad or cereal. Or keep a little jar of almonds nearby as a snack. Walnuts and Brazil nuts are also great, but go easy, just a small handful a day is enough. These crunchy little bites are better than any pill you could take. Now, let's talk about beans and lentils. These foods are gentle on digestion and packed with plant protein, calcium, and zinc, which helps your body form the collagen that gives bones their structure. Black beans, chickpeas, and lentils are also rich in fiber, which keeps your gut healthy, and a healthy gut helps your body absorb more nutrients. Try adding beans to a soup once or twice a week, or make a lentil stew. Even a simple bean salad with olive oil and lemon makes a perfect lunch or side dish. One more surprising friend to your bones: dried fruits. Prunes, dried figs, and apricots aren't just sweet snacks. They also help prevent bone breakdown. Studies have shown that eating just 5 prunes a day may slow bone loss in postmenopausal women. And dried figs? They're rich in calcium, iron, and antioxidants. Enjoy a few as a dessert or mix them into your morning oatmeal. Just be mindful of portion sizes. They're sweet, and too many can raise your blood sugar. Speaking of sugar, here's something to remember. Sugar, especially the kind in desserts and packaged snacks, competes with calcium. Too much sugar in the bloodstream can cause calcium to be excreted through the kidneys. So when you're building a bone-friendly diet, focus on natural sugars from fruit and dried fruit, and leave cookies and cakes as an occasional treat. Let's not forget about fish. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are rich in vitamin D and omega-3 fats. Sardines, especially the canned ones with bones, are one of the best natural sources of calcium. And they're affordable, too. I recommend adding fish to your meals once or twice a week. Grill it, bake it, or mix it into salads. The key is variety and simplicity. Now, here's a little weekly guideline you can follow. 4 days of leafy greens. 3 servings of beans or lentils. A handful of nuts or seeds daily. 1-2 servings of fish. 5 dried fruits most days. Plenty of water and low-sugar choices. If that sounds like a lot, don't worry. Start small. Add one of these to your shopping list this week. Try one new recipe. Build the habit slowly, and it will stick. Because food is not just fuel. It's medicine. And the right food, in the right amount, gives your bones the tools they need to stay firm, flexible, and strong. So the next time you're in the kitchen, ask yourself, is this something that feeds my bones? If the answer is yes, your body will thank you, Not just today, but years from now. If there was one simple action you could take today, something small but powerful, that could help protect your bones for years to come, would you do it? Because the truth is, there is something. It doesn't cost money. It doesn't require special training. And it can be the difference between staying independent or facing pain and limitation down the line. That one thing is awareness. Yes, awareness of your body, your daily choices, and your future. You see, most people don't think about their bones until something goes wrong. A fall, a fracture, a painful back. But by the time that happens, the damage has often been building up quietly for years. The good news is, it's never too late to change direction. And just being aware, really tuning in to what helps or hurts your bones, gives you a huge head start. Let's look back for a moment. You've now learned how even something as innocent as too much juice or soda can leach calcium from your bones. How a simple daily walk or some gentle stretches can signal your body to keep building bone. How foods like leafy greens, beans, and dried fruit can help rebuild strength from the inside out. And how balance, posture, hydration, and rest all play their part. You've also learned that habits like slouching, skipping meals, overdoing salt or sugar, or sitting too long can slowly chip away at that strength. These aren't bad behaviors, they're just things we all do without realizing the cost. But now you know. And that means you're in a better place than you were yesterday. Now, it's time to act. This doesn't mean overhauling your life in one day. It means choosing one thing, just one, and starting there. Maybe it's a walk around your block each morning. Maybe it's switching from cola to water with lemon. Maybe it's adding spinach to your dinner tonight. Or maybe it's just standing up a little taller right now, pulling your shoulders back, and taking a deep, proud breath. Whatever you choose, know this: your body is listening. Your bones are listening. And they respond to care, even gentle care. Because your body never stops trying to protect you. Even at 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your bones are still growing, still adapting, still capable of becoming stronger. And the more consistent you are with your habits, even the small ones, the more power you give your body to heal itself naturally. So what's next? Keep learning. Keep asking questions. Keep paying attention to how your body feels after you eat, move, and rest. Stay curious. Stay hopeful. And most importantly, stay connected with your own health and with others on the same path. You're not alone. Right here on Seniors Vitality Hub, we're building a community that believes in natural wellness, in gentle strength, and in living with energy and dignity, at any age. Thank you so much for watching this video and for spending this time with me. If you found this helpful, I invite you to subscribe to our channel, Seniors Vitality Hub, for more natural tips to stay healthy, active, and strong. And before you go, please leave a comment below and tell us, how old are you and where are you watching from? Your story matters. Your experience matters. And your strength inspires others more than you know. Take care of yourself, because your bones carry you through life. And with just a little daily care, they can carry you far.